Morning, guys. So it's Saturday about 10 a.m. I just finished putting the taillights and everything on the Cadillac. It's done, it's ready to go. So I'm going to do the swapperoo. I'm going to take this one out, bring the next one in. The next one, the woman needs her car Monday morning. It's a small job, but you know, still paint, drying time and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to work all weekend. I'll get that done. I'm going to take my weekend on Monday, Tuesday, because I haven't had a day off in 2 weeks, and I need a couple of me days, and that's going to be Monday and Tuesday. So anyway, yeah, might as well just get to it. All right, there we go. So, say VW something or other, Jetta, I think it is. I don't know. Yeah, it's a Jetta. Anyway, this one here, we've already gone to the wrecking yard. I'm going to close the door before I lose all my heat. We went and got 2 doors for this side at the wrecking yard, and he stole them. I mean, he got them for dirt cheap. So the only thing left to do is, you can see some surface rust on the rocker. This was hit underneath, either he went over a curb or something and kind of knocked the paint off. So we're just going to blow in the rockers on both sides, because there's just a little bit of surface rust again over here, just at the front where it meets the fender. So we're doing both rockers and blend them in, base clear. It's just black. I'm just using GM black. It usually blends in pretty good with everything, and it's just a rocker, so it's no big deal. So that's the job. Yeah, I mean, he stole these doors for, like, I think he got both doors for under 300 bucks, loaded, like glass, everything in them. Brand new, they want for just an empty shell $1,000 a piece. So he made out like a bandit. So that was a good score. Anyway, we'll get to this. Let it warm up for a bit. I'm going to bring the other one to the owner, and we'll be back in a while. All right, so the first thing I did was I jacked it up a little bit, just so I could. It was so low to the ground I couldn't even work on it. Stripped all the paint from that rust spot either side. There was a little bit of bubbling right here, so it's pretty clean. And the paint underneath is intact. I thought it was all like bubbled up, but it was turned out to be gravel guard or rock guard. So there's a little dent there. I'm going to try and pull it out with my stinger, but you know, as far as rust goes, it's not bad at all. So I'm going to try and pull out the dent a little bit, and I'm going to have to jack up the front because there's not enough room for the stinger to get in underneath. So I'll put my floor jack here, get it up in the air. I'm thinking 2 or 3 pins, pull the rocker out just a little bit, because it doesn't really show from here anyway. And the dent is underneath. So yeah, we'll pull it out, a couple of pins, and then I'll hammer it with rust converter, and do the same thing on the other side. So we're rolling along pretty good. All right, we got her up a little bit. I don't know how well this is going to work because there's not a lot of room. I'd have to get this thing up, you know, 2 feet in the air, but maybe we can make this work. Okay. All right, I think we're all right. Get the puller. Oh, she come right out. Perfect. This is good now. Right on. Clean those pins off and then rust converter, hit the other side. All right, show you under here real quick. There you go. So, not bad. Do a little bit of body filler right here, and that's it. But right now I'm just going to spray it with rust converter and get over to the other side. Alright, get this little shot here. That's going to turn wherever there's a little bit of rust, it's right in the metal, it'll turn black. So we'll give that about a half an hour, 45 minutes to dry, and I'm going to hit the other side, get that spot as well. It'll be probably a thin skim of body filler just for the pitting. Sand it, prime it, paint it, call it done. So nice easy job. All right, so a little bit of body filler just for the pitting, and it's sanded out already, so not a big deal. I'm only showing this side because the other side is just like maybe 8 inches, 10 inches at the front of the rocker, and basically I'm going to be doing the same thing as I did over here, except it's a lot smaller, and there's more room on this side for the camera and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to mask off the doors and get ready to lay some primer down on this thing, do some cleaning up, and yeah, we'll get after it. So yeah, this should be done pretty soon. Okay, I masked off the doors, and one thing I'll show you here. So there's a rubber here. So what I did was I just took tape on the inside, sticky side out, right here. Okay, sticky side out, another piece sticky side in, and pinch the two together so it's making kind of a flap, and that will keep the paint off the rubber on the inside of the door. So we don't want that. So I'm going to mix up some primer and seal up the area that's raw, and yeah, we'll let that dry, and then we can sand it and throw some paint on this thing. So I'm going to cover up my wheels too. Alright, so I mixed up some primer, and I'm going to give this rocker a shot. I'm on real low pressure just to keep overspray down, and you know, just for better control. So All right, I'll probably give that a second coat, and then we'll be ready for a light sand and paint. Okay, so the primer is dried, and I scuffed it with 400 grit. All right, and we're just going to blow the black in. So I came back a little bit further than where the primer ends, because you want to overlap the black, so it's scuffed here as well. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm going to spray this now, and it's going to be 2 coats, and then we should be ready for clear. So yeah, I'll set the camera up for that. All right, so here we go. Okay, we'll have to hit that a second time and then clear it. Okay, so I screwed up there. I closed the door tight, and the rubber in the bottom of the door was touching the jam that I just painted. So I thought of it after I put the gun away and opened the door, and sure enough, it was all marked up. So I just washed it down with thinners and resprayed it. It's good now, so it's time for the second coat of black, and we're done with the color. Then we'll go to clear. Okay. That should do the trick. Okay, so it's clear time. So I'm going to put 2 coats of clear on. After the second coat, I'm going to use a blender to blend the old clear with the new. And this is the stuff right there. I've used it in jams and stuff like that, but I've never used it on an exterior panel. But we're only talking something, you know, that high. So it should be easy to blend it. And if I have to buff it a little bit, it's no big deal. So I'm going to go ahead, shoot first coat of clear. When I'm shooting the second coat, I'll come back for that and I'll show you the blender. It goes on real easy. It's just like any spray can. So yeah, here we go.
Okay. That's number one. All right, so I'm ready for my second coat of clear. And that should do it. Okay, so we'll see how it looks after supper. It's almost supper time for me. So yeah, that blending agent, all it does really is it kind of melts the two clears together, so that it's kind of seamless where you ended spraying. I don't know how well it works on exterior panels. Never tried it on that before. I've used it in jams and stuff, but it looks good. It looks all right so far. We'll see how it dries. So anyway, after supper, this thing should be dry to the touch. I'll unmask it, check it out a little closer, and I'm going to crank up the furnace and let her rip and dry this thing up, because the owner is picking it up tomorrow morning. It's almost 5 o'clock now, so it's let's see, 9 a.m. he's picking it up. So that's yeah, 16 hours. It should be good by then, no problem. So yeah, I'll come back. We'll see you after supper. All right, so I've unmasked it, and yeah, it looks all right. Blended in pretty good. So that blending agent works pretty good. I like it. See the other side. I stopped about here somewhere. So yeah, looks all right. Got a couple of dust specks, but nothing major. Can always buff that out if it bothers them. So yeah, I'm calling this done. I can crank up the furnace, let the heat run, and this thing let it do its thing and dry up. And oh, just smashed my ankle on the hoist. Oh, that'll leave a mark. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Well, so there you go. Pretty quick and easy fix for some, surface rusted rockers. Altogether, I think I got about 5 hours into it, and that's with, waiting a lot for drying things to dry in between coats and stuff like that. So you're not killing yourself for 5 hours, believe me. So pretty, like I said, pretty quick and easy and painless. And you don't have to take the car apart or any of that kind of stuff. Just kind of a little touch-up sort of deal, and worked out pretty good. And this might last 2-3 years easy before it actually starts getting too rusty, as long as they keep it oil sprayed and stuff like that. So yeah, you should be happy with that. So he's picking it up at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and they're heading off to somewhere down south for a day or two or whatever. But yeah, I've had a lot of calls there for complete paint jobs, pretty big jobs. After doing a few of these little ones, you know, the box side and the rockers, and you know, I think it's better off to keep to the smaller jobs, in and out quick, and I think in the end you make probably more money. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to the small jobs for now, unless something special comes along, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna stick with small jobs. So if you like the content, please subscribe, tell your buddies, help spread the word and all that kind of stuff. Like the channel, and don't be shy, leave comments. And if you're not doing anything else, get in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.